Let's talk about stress, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Okay, I can't sing. And I don't even have to tell you I can't sing because you just heard me not being able to sing. Oops. Hey there, it's Dr. E. Let's talk about stress. Do you happen to know anyone who's feeling a little or a lot stressed right now? I thought so. Yeah, these are stressful times. So, what I want to do is to help you better control your stress. Now, I work with leaders around the world to really help them be better leaders. And one of the things that we always start with is what goes on up here, right? Because what goes on up here impacts what goes on out here. And a stressed brain is not a rational brain, right? Stress goes on a continuum from 0 to 10. 0 is no stress at all, right? You just got off the massage table. Life's great. 10 out of 10 is overwhelmed with stress. It's the proverbial steam coming out of your ears, or maybe you're yelling, or you're just completely overwhelmed. And when we're at high levels of stress, we think very differently than we do at low levels of stress. Right. So I call the green zone when you're at low levels of stress, maybe like a 1 or a 2 or a 3. And when we're in the green zone, we can see all different perspectives, right? We're using more of our frontal lobe, that structure that differentiates us from other animals. It allows us to engage in executive functioning, problem solving, perspective taking, right? So when we're in the green zone and someone does something, maybe someone on our team, we're like, that's just that. The higher up on the stress scale we go, though, the more narrow our focus becomes. And instead of seeing all different perspectives in the green zone, when we get to the red zone at a 7 out of 10 or higher, we're focusing on what's wrong. In psychology, we call it negative filtering, right? You focus on what's wrong. We tend to personalize what other people do. That thing that your colleague did in the green zone, you're like, that's just that. When you're in the red zone, it frustrates you. You personalize it. Why are they doing this to me? And you catastrophize it. It's a huge deal. We see things differently in the red zone as opposed to the green zone. And there's a biological basis for it, right? Because when you are in the red zone, you're using less of this beautiful structure called the frontal lobe and more of your limbic system. Limbic system is emotional reasoning, fight or flight, survival. Right? There is an adaptive mechanism for focusing on the negative and trying to save yourself when something is actually attacking you. But right now, when there's this chronic level of stress, when we're in the red zone, we see things in a more negative light, right? We don't think 100% rationally and we don't act 100% rationally. Right? I always tell my coaching clients, if you're in the red zone, do not let anything out of your mouth because that's when you say things you later regret. And don't put anything in your mouth because that's when you tend to consume things you later regret. So, as a leader, and when I say leader, you may be a leader of a team, you may be a leader of a company, you may lead yourself, right? Did you get out of bed on your own this morning and get dressed? You lead yourself, okay? So we're all leaders. But one of the things when it comes to leadership is controlling our stress level. Because when we are at a 7 out of 10 or higher, when we're at in this red zone, you cannot be a great leader. So get out of the red zone so that you can lead yourself, your team, your family, your community, people around you even better. Get out of the red zone. It's a great step to being an even better leader.